Alright guys, so for today I'm going to be just showing you guys my technical analysis for the new month. So as of today it's June 2nd, tomorrow it's going to be June 3rd, so tomorrow is basically going to be a brand new month for trading. This month wasn't so bad, it was like break even though, I'm not going to lie with you guys. So I just got this new thing called TradeZilla. I'm going to start to use it and I'm going to basically be documenting all my wins and all of my losses. And I'll just record them too, and perhaps I'm not gonna live stream because I do trade on my phone and I have school. But we have a supply teacher because our teacher isn't here, so I can trade in school. But I'm gonna be doing like a screen recording and all that, so you can see me go on my interactive brokers and you can see me like buy contracts because now I do trade options. I'm gonna be talking about my risk and everything in other videos, but just for today, I'm gonna just be focusing. My bad, 1 second. I'm gonna just be focusing on my technical analysis. I'm gonna explain it to you guys. And yeah, so the new addition is these zones. I really like these zones because I'm telling you, bro, they actually work. So let me give you an example on how these work. They're basically kind of like a support and resistance, but just a much better version. As you guys can see, right? If we take this zone, for example, the one right over here, it basically bounced off once, twice, and then once it broke down, it turned into a resistance. So here it fell again, and it fell again. So normally what I do is I would just wait for it to engulf the previous candle by 10 cents, but the previous candle has to be like a green candle. Okay, it's gonna be hard to explain, but okay, here for example, right? So this was on May 31st. I took this trade, it went well, but as you can see here, the stock, it hit this zone and then it made a little bit of a topping tail. So I just waited for the next candle to just break this out 10 cents and below. So at 424.25 I entered, then it just went in my favor. I didn't sell at the bottom, by the way. I'm not gonna lie with you guys. I sold too early. My take profit system is still a bit iffy. It's not that good, to be honest, but here I entered, I closed my first contract here and I closed my second contract like over here, but it went all the way down. I think I'm gonna have to develop like a much better profit taking system. But yeah, so now you guys know how the zones work. There's one more here, as you can see. Boom, it went up, it gapped down. Yeah, it gapped down over here, and then the same zone, it bounced off, it bounced off, it bounced off, and then it bounced off again. Bro, it's the same thing over here. You see one, two, three. Once it breaks out of this, it might turn into like a support. And it's the same thing for this one as well, but it did gap up over here though. I'm not gonna lie with you. It gapped up and then it just broke through it, but then it started to respect it again. So that's basically everything. It's still pretty simple. I just make these key levels, these zones, and yeah, that's basically it. So what I'm looking for tomorrow is, so I'm not really sure if it's gonna gap up or gap down. So if it gaps up tomorrow, then I'll be waiting for it to hit one of these key levels to make a retracement. And if it gaps down tomorrow, like let's say it just gaps down over here, it's the same thing. I'd look for a retracement once it hits this zone. One more thing to point out, guys, is there's like specific entry triggers on the zones which I used to enter, because I'm not really the type of person to just short at the zone whenever it reaches. There's like these different confirmation signals I use. I'll be talking about those in another video though. So now you guys know how I make my technical analysis. It's just the supply and demand zone. It's a pretty good strategy. This month it was break even, and I'm just looking for the next month to be a good month. I'm going in this month, no forcing trades, definitely not. Sticking to my stop loss. I'm already good at doing that, to be honest. Sticking with my stop loss, not forcing trades, and that's basically about it. Oh yeah, and also making a better profit taking system. I'm gonna journal that out. I'm gonna test out how I can take my profits with 2 contracts Yeah, but that's about it. I hope you guys learned something about supply and demand zones, and I hope you guys become profitable, man. That's all I gotta say. I'm out.